Hey everyone, so today I wanted to talk to you guys about why you should adopt a dog. Now, I'm a veterinary technician, so I see animals literally 13 hours a day sometimes, and I still never get tired of it. And one, I think that shows me that one, I'm in the right career path, but two, also just I feel like I have experience and knowledge to share. So I got my dog that I have now, Bo. I got him when I was 7 years old. He is currently 16 and he's doing great. But throughout my whole life, my family always adopted dogs from animal shelters or humane societies. We never found a breeder. We never went through that process. And I know that some people do, but I feel like one, just with my own personal experience with my own animals and just what I see in the veterinary field, I feel like there is something special that an owner is able to give when it comes to adopting a dog. So first, why should you adopt a dog? There are a lot of reasons. So one, animals in general, and I feel like especially dogs for me. I know some people are cat people. I'm more of a dog person. Animals, they lower stress levels. There's a sign that we have in our office actually, and it says, animals are the only thing in this world that will love you more than they love themselves. And I just think that's so true. At the end of the day, there's a few things I look forward to most than coming home to see my dog. But I just think that animals have so much to give. So one, I think that it's super special to be able to share a bond. And I know a lot of times it sounds weird, but I feel like animals are very intuitive. And so they know when you're having a bad day, and mine certainly does. And he'll come up and he'll sit next to me and lay down and just let me pet him. And it's such a good stress reliever. Not only that, it's scientifically proven that dog owners have fewer chances of heart attacks and different cardiovascular diseases. So I think that's pretty cool and a good note. But also I feel like it's also cool that owners have something to give to the dog. So a lot of times humane societies or animal shelters are filled with dogs that either were surrendered by owners who were not able to take care of them, came from puppy mills, came from the streets. They just came from such a rough background. A lot of times you don't even know the background that they came from. And I just feel like that being able to go in to find a dog that you have a connection with, or cat, or any animal that you have a connection with, and being able to take them out of that life and into your home and sharing this new life and giving them a new life, so to speak. I just feel like there's something so special about that, and something that a lot of people, until you do it, you don't understand what it means. Not only because you get this sense of joy and the sense of encouragement, so to speak, that you've done something good for this animal that they were not able to do for themselves. Not only should you adopt a dog to have that joy, give them this new life, but also because animal shelters are filled to the brim constantly. There are so many, stray dogs who go around unfixed, and it's like cats as well. It kind of contributes to the stray problem. And so when they find strays and they take them off the streets and put them in the shelters, then the shelters get full, and then there aren't enough people to adopt. And so I feel like it's a good thing to share, hey, I saw this dog at the shelter, I think it might fit in with your family, and just being able to do that. But also realizing that you don't have to go to some expensive breeder to get a dog. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want an AKC registered, I want this and this and this. At the end of the day, there's still a dog. And I don't mean to say that in an insensitive way, but there's still a dog, and they can still give you everything, maybe not show quality, but can still give you everything that you want in a family pet. Not only that, speaking as a veterinary technician, what we see from breeders that bring their dogs in is they're usually kept in a kennel their whole life. A lot of them are puppy mill dogs, which means that, dogs are only pregnant for a few months. It's not like humans. So you could have multiple litters in a year, and they're just turning out litters one after the other, but these dogs usually aren't cared for properly. And so it's very sad, and they're not in it to be, oh, I want to bring this wonderful joy of life into the world, and I'm going to make families, whole with this animal. They're not thinking that. They're thinking of, how much can I sell this puppy for? And it's crazy that some puppies even go for $1,000. When you can go to the Humane Society and take a dog who's had a rough life and give it a better one. So that's one of the main reasons I suggest, adopting from a shelter, is just because there is so much love to give, and there are so many dogs who need love. So I just feel like I have a kind of, although I haven't been doing this super long, have a good bit of experience in this, and just what we see every single day is so many puppies who need love and need home. Now, a lot of people will say, you know, I realize that I'm not in a place right now where I can afford to take care of an animal, or my life is too busy and I can't give them the time that they need. And one, I think that is great that you're able to come to that, you know, decision and that mindset, because taking care of an animal is a lot more than buying it food and just petting it. There is so much that goes into owning a dog. There's training, there's time, there's money that goes into vet bills. What if your dog gets sick? What if your dog gets hurt? And there's things to think of for getting a dog. It's not a decision that should be made lightly. However, people who are able to come to that mindset, I would highly recommend that one, you can be a foster if you have the time for it, and maybe money is more of an issue. You can foster for a little while. Now, I was personally a foster fail, and it didn't work very well, and the dog ended up staying with us because I got so attached. So that's one thing to be on the lookout for. But being a foster, because you technically don't pay, the shelter pays, but you know that you're giving that dog joy and giving it love until it can find a permanent family. Not only that, if you can't, volunteering, it's a great way to get involved in your community, to get the word out there about the shelter, and just kind of have that hands-on experience that still brings you the joy of being able to take care of animals and just being able to love on them. So I hope this speech got you a little bit of insight, and if you guys have any questions, I would love to answer them. But yeah, I highly recommend, if you are able to adopt a dog. They make your life so perfect. But thank you for watching.